21 Savage says most artists don't care about the business, and he actually explains very clearly why this might be true.
Yeah.
Try to learn the business.
Yeah.
Cause a lot of niggas just rap, they don't even care about the business. They just want the money. They don't even care. Like, it's artists right now that's rapping right now, right? That I could go give goddamn 300 grand to and I'll own them for the rest of their life. And they wouldn't even give a fuck cause they want this 300 grand.
Yeah.
That statement's so wild because he says it so surely. I'll own them for the rest of their life, but they won't even care because they just wanted the money.
If he bargain shop a little bit, he probably could get it for 75. We've been honest, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's neither here nor there.
Bargain shopping artists, just going to the artist supermarket. Was that just a street in the hood or something?
Yeah, exactly. Where you walk down your local open mic, walk down your local, Moreland Ave. You know what I'm saying? You'll find one.
Look, the wild part about this, though, is, in all seriously, I do know some people like that.
Yeah.
And you got to think about it. So I know that's frustrating to hear for many of y'all out there who call yourselves artists. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And really want to build a career. But there's a lot of people who are just thinking, I'm finessing him. He just gave me 300 grand to sign me as an artist. Mm-hmm. Cool, whatever. Like, I'm finessing him. I'll just do whatever they say because I'm not thinking long term. I don't even know if I can blow up. All I'm trying to do is come up on some cash, and like, if this works out, cool, whatever. But I know that I got this money. That's how a lot of people are. I don't even want to say getting finesse. It's just the reality of the state of their mind at the time they get signed.
Yeah, man. It's like the last video we talked about where, especially in rap, man, so many of the artists are young. That's why I said 75K, bro. How many 19-year-olds, don't touch 75K? You know what I'm saying? It's not a crazy amount of money, but at 19, you gave me 75K at 19, I would have thought I was rich. You know what I'm saying? So it's a result of circumstances, and just knowing what I know about a lot of music artists, right? The race kind of looks like this, right? Like they're outrunning their problems and their issues, which are usually monetarily based, and like you stand slightly ahead long enough to the point that you pop off, and then you can retroactively go back and fix your life. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people be looking at the money like that, like, oh, but it's 300K. Yeah, maybe I do feel like I'm worth $1 million, but I got 80K in student loan debt. I got 15K in some credit cards I ran up. My girl tripping. I got a baby. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a lot of real life shit happening. So it's like I made a joke earlier, but I do get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand the sentiment of the artist that falls for it. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's why I say all situations aren't created equal too, because you don't know what somebody's life is, right? Because this money might have got me off my block, and if I was still on my block for the next week, I might not even be here no more, right? Yeah. So that's a different scenario. Yeah. So I don't blanket statement. The blanket statement is like what could be considered good business on paper. The reality statement is you having to measure up and judge your life, weigh the cost. Dominic Fike, for example, he didn't have like a hood get off the street situation. What he had was a situation where his mom was supposed to go to jail or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I think he got his deal, and then like helping his mom was like part of the lawyer fees. I can't remember everything about it, but I think it's a situation. You signed me. You did sign me to $1 million plus deal, by the way. One, I have money to help this situation, but two, now I have these connections that can kind of help navigate the situation too. Yeah. I don't remember if his mom went to jail or whatever that whole thing was, but it was a more, it's a more complex situation than, hey, here are the splits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To the record, and this is what I'm going to make for my career. Let me resolve this for now, and then see how things go going forward. Let's see how 21 Savage ended this though, because he always slides a little game in there.
I did a publishing deal a couple years ago. They was trying to give me millions. I don't want no money. Just give me a 95.5. I get 95%. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wanna know that type of shit though. Like, can't make me think like that. Like, if I hear money and get happy, I'm gonna jump at that. Yeah. And at the end of the day, his job is to advise me. It ain't to make the decision for me.
Right.
This is it right here, bro. He preaching.
To make the decision for me.
Right.
That's really
his job is to advise me. It's not to make the decisions for me. This is why 21 Savage is where he is. Mm-hmm. Like, he just everything he thinks is so just clear, coherent, and based in reality, because he comes from an environment that he had to have reality, or else his decisions will be misjudged. See, some people, they have the luxury of just living off of the perception of how things are working online or how they see things and really believing that it's true. But when you're actually moving in real life, you don't have that luxury to believe that it's true. Yep. That's why I say to artists all the time, like, you have the luxury of all of these tricks and believing things that the music industry says could be true until you become an actual artist who's pursuing it as a career. All right. You can believe the fan way of seeing things that they sell you. The fans can deal with that, right? Because they don't have any consequences. But an artist who says, this is my career, now you got to get rid of those rose tinted glasses, right?
Yeah.
So him, 21 was just like, hey, because of what I've been through, I've seen it a certain way. I kind of been trained for this. So I'm cool with not taking any money. Some people want the money and then they still want to try to get a 95.5 or some kind of amazing deal. It's like, nah, bro, you can't have both.
Yeah, can't have both.
All right. So he's cool with betting on himself. 95.5 is
that's crazy split.
It's a great split.
Yeah.
Come on.
You could do
that. Hey, he did it. And he's been doing that type of stuff for a while.
Yeah.
This isn't the only time of that he's not taking something up front or like held out for better record deals. Like, this is kind of the story of his career at this point. Right? So the thing is, who are you? How do you see yourself? Do you trust yourself? And can you assess what's making you tick? Because what he just said, if a person jumps when they hear money, you can't change that. Like, that's who that person is until they come up out of that. But he's like, my manager, that's who he was pointing at. If y'all don't know, he's like, he can't make me like not that person. Because at the end of the day, if I'm like, I'm taking this deal, I could be like, oh, Jacory's my manager. I'm like, yeah, all that advice. Either I'm going to take this deal anyway, and we in this situation, or I'm going to fire Jacory and then take this deal anyway. That's what artists are doing. And then y'all wonder sometimes why these managers are kind of like tucking their tail and kind of just rolling with the punches and everything. But yeah, like, so if you're the type of person who just hears that, you know, you get an offer, you know, here go a little cash, and that's the only thing you're thinking about, it's going to be hard to, you know, thug it out to get a better situation.
Yeah, I mean, I take it a step further, man. Like, I think it's knowing how to accurately assess value. Because like you said, like, he's done these types of deals before. So confidence built up, right? Like, I've taken these risks and it's worked out for me. But then, you know, how many artists even know that you could finesse a publishing situation like that, right? That's a testament to the education side of it. And like, I always think about, I don't know if you remember, man, there was like this one guy that tried to be a client like 3 years ago. And I think we quoted him like $20K for a campaign. And he was ready to give up like 100% ownership of it.
I already know where you going.
And I remember like being on the call, I was like, damn, bro, you would give up 100% ownership for $20,000, bro. You got to educate yourself. Because we were shitty people, bro. Like, we've been over with and done. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're not. So we didn't do it.
He actually had some solid music and already had a fan base, by the way.
Yep.
And he offering us everything. He offering us the whole damn farm.
$20K.
For $20K.
To save $20K on a marketing campaign. And it's crazy because it's like either you at a low point right now, either you don't really think this shit gonna go, so which means you think you finessing us out of $20K.
Again, exactly. The artist taking $300K. Yeah. So you finesse, I finesse you.
Like, yeah, but so it's like I look at it. I don't know, because that shit taught me so much that year. But that was an eye-opening moment. I don't know if it changed your life the way it changed mine, but that shit was eye-opening. But it's just like, I always look at it like that, man. Like, a lot of artists don't know how to properly assess value because they don't learn the business one-on-one side of music. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you unfortunately, we see a lot of artists who pop and skip all these steps, and then by the time they get to the point to where it matters, it's too late. They took the $300K. You know what I'm saying? They're on the 21 Savage Records for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it is what it is. So,
you know what's crazy?
What?
If we got shit popping like we do, and things became really successful, we would have had a good amount of money up off that. A very good amount of money.
That's it, man.
But the artist then would have did one of those artist campaigns and been like, oh man, they finessed me. They took all my stuff. And look at these guys who have all this money. It's like, wait, hold up. Before this, we didn't even have all that much money. We only got it from this situation. So we weren't like some rich guys preying on you. But because that $20K would have like made a big difference.
Yeah.
For us at that time, especially. So
I would have leaked the Zoom call if it got like that. We record every Zoom call every meeting that should have been on this channel the 30 minutes after that statement went out.
He would have got the, we would have been replaying the, you sure about this? You sure about this?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I can't do that to you. Nah, man, but it was like, bro, we took, and this is exactly how I feel too, because people will do this. I don't know if you know the Scottie Pippen situation. You know the situation?
Like a recent situation?
Nah, it's throwback.
Okay.
But he's wilding on Jordan as a long list of gripes he has with Jordan. But people watch this movie, The Last Dance, that played during 2020.
Yeah.
That time. We know what was going on at that time. So people, I'll tell you the situation. Just ask me how you tell me how you feel about it. You know what I mean? I'll just explain it to you. All right, so Scottie Pippen signs a deal. I can't remember the exact number, but it wasn't the greatest deal. He signed a deal, and he was locked into that deal, let's just say from 1990 to 1998, right? This is the general. Y'all who want to correct with specific numbers, please do. All right, but let's just say 1990, I'm going to sign a deal, and I'm in this deal to 1998, and it's a $10 million deal, right? All of a sudden, during my deal, the NBA market grows massively. And then all of a sudden, everybody else who's not even as good as I am are getting paid more. But I'm locked into my deal because they made the deal post market share growth. I made it pre, right? I got this guy on my team by the name of Michael Jordan. Best player in the world, some say of all time, but definitely at that time, best in the world, right? He doesn't negotiate or use much of his power to help me out of my deal. For that alone, do you think Michael Jordan should have did that?
Yes. He at least shot the shot.
All right.
Okay.
Now here's the rest of the context. Michael Jordan, best player in the world, was getting paid like, I don't know, $2-3 million a year or something like that, while other players were getting paid way more than him. And he's the best. All right? And he just thugged his deal out. He thugged his deal out. And then he got paid like stupid money on the last like couple of years with the Bulls because it was kind of like a thank you. And it's like, yeah, we've been finessing you all this time. Well, we're not even finessing you. You just been locked into this deal, right?
Yeah.
Right? So he thugged his deal out. Scottie's doing shit like not showing up for the games or like sitting out, like, you know, that whole thing. Now, knowing that Jordan thugged his shit out, how do you feel about Jordan not stepping in then?
I feel like he could do that because he was Jordan.
But Scottie was still Scottie.
He wasn't Jordan.
He wasn't Jordan. But again, he thugged it. No, but like, and money's not guaranteed. You're a basketball player. You can get hurt. He did have deals and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the endorsement deals, but still your value is your value. Like, you want your value for your work. You don't just be like, I'm getting, like, where in life do we really like be like, oh, I'm getting money over here, so I don't mind you screwing me over. We don't do that. Nobody does that.
Yeah, I feel like it speaks more to Jordan's, I guess, like respect for business.
All right. Right? And your word and the things you commit to.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? So it's like, Scottie, play your commitment out.
Yeah.
So you're a little less hard on Jordan knowing that additional information.
Yeah.
Here's the end of it. There's more. Wait, there is more. So it's crazy because Jordan couldn't outplay the market because Jordan was the reason to do it. Like, that's how you kind of screw, right? Like, you're the reason shit got bigger. So you just gonna have to kind of get screwed.
And it's like, do I play worse and give them a reason not to? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So Jordan's in a different predicament. But here's what, and there were some deals that got made. But Scottie, when he signs his deal, you know what the owner told him? The guy on the other side of the table who owns the team told him when he signed his deal.
Get out of here, you done?
No.
Broke too?
He said, I wouldn't do this if I was you.
Wait, sure? The new deal? He said about the new
deal?
The
bad Scottie deal.
Okay.
That he was in that Jordan didn't help him out of.
Yeah, okay.
He said, I would not do this if I was you.
Yeah.
He also said, I don't renegotiate contracts. I wouldn't do this if I was you. if the man on the other side of the table say, bruh, I wouldn't do this if I was you.
The nigga that get all the business reports, they get all the financial analytics from the top of the food chain, the nigga that's in all the meetings, talking to all the people that you don't care to meet because you a superstar. Yeah, you're right. I'm taking his word for it. Like, what you mean? What you know that I don't know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, somebody might like do some verbal, some gymnastics, or they're like, oh, well, maybe he's trying to trick me about it. This, that. Nah, he's like, hey, I don't do this out of you, and I don't renegotiate. That's that second part. Like, nah, you ain't finessing me because I'm not gonna renegotiate. That means I'm getting a better half of this. Now, Scottie had some issues. Like, he had a really big family, some sick. I think his father was sick and things like that. So he was just trying to lock in for the long term, be conservative. Cool. We can be. You know, we can validate why you made that decision. However, that don't mean on the other side, when I said I wouldn't do this if I was you, or on Jordan's standpoint, thugging out his contract, knowing that Scottie was told that he wasn't going to do it, and Scottie only probably had like a year or something to play out of that contract or something. Point is, this is what happens when people sign deals like what 21 Savage said. It's so easy to sign, right? And then, or when if we took that deal that artist offered up to us, and who had a lot of success already, just didn't know how to tie it together the way we did. It's the same type of thing that people would have turned around and done on us.
Yeah, facts. And I feel like the moral is, you know, sometimes that same hunger that push you to do some great shit gonna put you in a fucked up situation.
Put you at great detriment at times as well. For sure. So that's it with this video. Would love to know what y'all think about this clip. This is No Labels Necessary. I'm Brandman Sean.
I'm Corey.
And we out.
Peace.